Vapyo Vaidhurya Sopanaha Atmo Palakumudvati Amsakaranda Kulai Justa Chakrava Sarasahi Vapyaha legs, Vaidurya emerald, Sopanaha with stacked cases, Padma lotuses, Utpala blue lotuses, Kumudvatihi full of lilies, Angsa swan, Karandava and ducks, Kulahi by flocks of Justaha inhabited, Chakravaha by Chakravakas, geese, Sarasai and by cranes. Translation: there were emerald staircases which led to lakes full of various colored lotus flowers, lilies and swans, Karandavas, Chakravakas, cranes and similar other valuable birds were visible in those lakes. Please repeat. There were emerald staircases which led to lakes full of various colored lotus flowers and lilies and swans, Karandavas, Chakravakas, cranes and similar other valuable birds were visible in those lakes. Report by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. It appears that not only was the palace surrounded by compounds and gardens with varieties of trees, but there were small man-made lakes also, where the water was full of many colored lotus flowers and lilies, and to get down to the lakes there were staircases made of valuable jewels such as emeralds. By the beautifully positioned garden houses, there were many luxuriant birds such as the swan, Chakravakas, Karandavas and cranes. These birds generally do not live in filthy places like crows do. The atmosphere of the city was very healthy and beautiful. It can simply be imagined from this description. So it's a bit hard to speak on this one. We will move to the next verse. The saintly king Uttanapad, hearing of the glorious deeds of Dhruva Maharaj and personally seeing also how influential and great he was, felt very satisfied, for Dhruva's activities were wonderful to the supreme degree. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. When Dhruva Maharaj was in the forest executing his austerity, his father Uttanapad heard everything about his very wonderful activities. Although Dhruva Maharaj was the son of a king and was only 5 years old, he went to the forest and executed devotional service under strict austerity. Therefore, his acts were all wonderful. And when he came back home, naturally because of his spiritual qualification, he became very popular among the citizens. He must have performed many wonderful activities by the grace of the Lord. No one is more satisfied than the father of a person who is credited with glorious activities. Maharaj Uttanapad was not an ordinary king, he was a Rajarishi, a saintly king. Formerly this earth was ruled by one saintly king only. Kings were trained to become saintly, therefore he had no other concern than the welfare of the citizens. The saintly kings were properly trained, and as mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, also the science of God or the yoga system of devotional service known as Bhagavad Gita was spoken to the saintly king of the sun planet and gradually descended through the Kshatriya kings who were generated from the sun and the moon. If the head of the government is saintly, certainly the citizens become saintly, and they are very happy because both the spiritual and physical needs and hankering are satisfied. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnanam Jnanashlakar Shikshodan Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Satpitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamam Dadati Swapadandikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sakajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Samsajim Shadvitam Shavadutam Parajanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishagamitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vratavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hare Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namaram Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschadya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Jagadadhara Shiva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So here it's very interesting to note that Guru Maharaj was very influential and great. He was, his activities were all very wonderful. This is the qualification of the devotee. Devotees are having many qualifications. All the good qualities of the demigods and the exalted Aswaja religion, knowledge and renunciation become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed devotion to the Supreme Personality of God in Vasudeva. So you see, when a person becomes a devotee, he develops all the good qualities. Follow. What are the good qualities? It is explained here. 26 good qualities. One, he is very kind to everyone. This is the first good quality. He is kind to everyone. Then, he does not make anyone his enemy. Another quality is that he is kind to everyone and he does not have even enemies. Sometimes he may be kind and he may be partial. You follow. So he does not have any partiality. He is kind to everyone. And no one is his enemy. You follow. He is very truthful. He is truthful. He is equal to everyone. No one can find any fault in him. He is magnanimous. He is mild. He is always clean. He is without possession. He works for everyone's benefit. He is very peaceful. He is always surrendered to Krishna. He has no material desires. He is very meek. He is steady. He controls his senses. He does not eat more than required. He is not influenced by the Lord's illusory energy. He offers respect to everyone. He does not desire any respect for himself. He is very great, he is merciful, he is friendly, he is poetic, he is expert, he is silent. So you see all these 26 qualities manifest in the devotee. There is also another further point is explained in the another verse. Sadhava, Sadhu Bhushana, 325, 21. Yeah, you also see further qualities. The symptom of a sadhu that he is tolerant, merciful, friendly to all living entities. He has no enemies, he is peaceful, he abides by the scriptures, and all his heretics are sublime. That's the point. Now why, how he becomes popular? Why? How? Why? You may say he's a devotee. But why? How does he become? Can you explain that? It's like Durva Maharaj. You can see he was very popular. We read that. Durva Maharaj says that his qualities was like, that was he became very popular. Sorry, just know what happened to that verse. It's very popular, just like water. 4:9, you read that? Huh? 15. 50. No, not this one. He was very popular. Everybody was very happy with him. Just like water. Alright, so I can't find it. So you see that Durva Maharaj was very popular with everybody. Now the real reason is this, that when a person carries the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
4947.
4947. Yes. Unto one who has transcendental qualities due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor. Just as water automatically flows down by nature. See this quality. The moment a person has got a friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer him honor. See that point? There's another verse. Why it is so? Because the pure devotee is always carrying the Lord in the heart. Huh? 1087. Yes, 39. You see here, where is it? See here in this verse, sage free from false pride live on this earth by frequenting the sacred place, pilgrimage site, and those places where the Supreme Lord displays his pastime. Because such devotees keep your lotus feet within their hearts, the water that washes their feet destroys all sin. Anyone who even once turns his mind towards you, the ever blissful soul of all existence, no longer dedicate himself to serving family at home, which robs a man of his good qualities. So you see, because they are always carrying the lotus feet of the Lord. You understand? And therefore, because they are having Krishna in the heart and they are seeing, it is not that, you seeing means seeing by your mind. Two different things. That we have read that in the Bhagavad Gita, I think it's purport is two different things here. I think it's in the 11.8, and we did this verse. A pure devotee does not like to see Krishna in any form except his form with two hands. A devotee must see his universe form by his grace, not with the mind, but with spiritual eyes. You understand? Sometimes we think that we are mentally we are seeing means, we are speculating that we are very advanced or whatsoever. But that's not a fact. Actually seeing means really seeing the Lord. You understand this point? So a pure devotee actually sees the Lord. That's explained further in this verse, in chapter 6 of Bhagavad Gita. 29, I think. 30, yeah? Yomam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mahi pashyati, tashyam na pranashyami, sacha me na pranashyati. So here the seeing is explained further. For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. So the seeing of God is actually practically seeing Him. You understand this point? It is not that you are seeing Him mentally, but you are actually seeing Him as God. You follow this point? So when a person is in that category, then because he is with God, then everybody is dear to him, and he is also dear to everybody. Are you following this point? But if you do not have God in the heart, if you have Maya in the heart, then you will become the greatest enemy of everybody. You quarrel and fight with everybody. Are you following this point? Because you are riding on the mental plane. You understand? So because he is mental, in the mental position, then he develops bad qualities, not good qualities. You become quarrelsome, you are insulting, you are fault finding, you are creating all this. This is whether we read it. I think I've shown that many times. And these are the bad qualities that come about when a person is not having God in the heart. And the conditions that one conception of life was sometimes polluted by passion and ignorance, which are exhibited by attachment, hostility, greed, lamentation, illusion, fear, madness, false prestige, insult. See that word? Fault finding, deception, envy, intolerance, passion, bewilderment, hunger and sleep. All these are enemies. Sometimes one conception are polluted by goodness. So you see how these bad qualities, they come about in a person's heart. So if the heart is actually a place where you can develop saintly qualities, or you can also develop demonic qualities. You follow? That is what your wish. If you wish to not control your mind and engage in the service of the Lord, then you will develop all the bad qualities. But if you use your mind and capture the Lord, then you will also develop all the saintly qualities. You follow this? There's no two way about it. It's just this. There's no such thing as sitting in between. No such thing. Either this side or that side. Are you following? This is also explained by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. He says, what are the demonic qualities? 16? Yeah, we read that many times, no? What? These are the, Dambo Darpa Bhimanascha, Krodha Parushyamevcha, Jnanam Cha Vichatasya, Partha Sampadam Asurim. These are the demonic qualities: pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demonic nature, Osana, Pita. So this is all based on the mind, this is in our hands. What we want to do. Like here the example is given, Dhruva Maharaj, he developed all the saintly quality. He did not, like our modern politician, try to go and canvass, become popular by buying votes. They do that, right? They give money and try to, win people's heart over. But the pure devotee doesn't do that. By nature, he is automatically attracted to everyone. Because he is carrying the Lord in the heart. Because he is carrying the Lord in the heart. So therefore, as Krishna says also, he does not know anybody but me, and I do not know anybody. Sadhava Hridayam. What is that? 9, 6. 60. See here, this verse, very nice. Sadhavo hridayam mayam, sadhunam hridayam tvaham, madanyete na janati, naham tepyo manatapi. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart. And I am always in the heart of the pure devotee. My devotee do not know anything else but me, and I do not know anyone else but them. So in order to have the Lord in the core of the heart means seeing the Lord in the heart. Understand this point? He is always conscious. So this is the difference between the pure devotee. Because he is always having the Lord in the heart, so his actions are also to satisfy the Lord. Just like the parent, the mother, she's having the kid, she's always conscious of the kid. Is it not? Is it not? Huh? Oh, what's she doing? What's she doing? Is she got food? So many things his mind is engaged. Similarly, a pure devotee is carrying the Lord in the heart. He is also conscious. Anything that he's thinking, doing, he's relating with the Lord. You understand? This is the pure platform. It is not something imaginary, like meditating and, thinking. And sometimes you meditate and then you are doing something else, your meditation breaks. Is it not? Yes? Then you are doing something else. You're not thinking of your the Lord in the heart. But a pure devotee is not like that. He's conscious all the time. Any dealing is with the Lord all the time. So therefore, such a person is very dear to the Lord. And also, everyone is also dear to him. And also, he is also dear to everybody. That's another thing. So this is a principle that comes about when you become a devotee. You follow? Right? Such a devotee association is very much sought. Now how to come to that stage? Now we are reading about it and say, wow, this is very nice. If I can also capture the Lord in my heart, I think it will be a very nice thing, is it not? Naturally, everybody always perceives himself and he also wants to get the credit for many things, is it? So how do we do that? That's the next question. How do we go about trying to win the Lord in our heart? How? How? No. Not possible of thinking of him. This is one formula here. O Sutta Goswami, O Sutta, those great sages who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord can at once sanctify those who come in touch with them. To that point. So we are now in a contaminated stage. So we need actually to associate with such personality. You understand this point? So when we come in contact with them, then you see, whereas waters of the Ganges can sanctify only after prolonged use, but association with the pure devotee can at once sanctify, immediate. You understand this point? Immediate. It is not by some artificial means, no, immediate. Further explained in this verse. What is that? Tulyama lavanapi. What? Where is that book? You see, lavanapi tulyama. Tulyama lavanapi. Again, the same point is stressed. I think it's not, it's two something, no? Isn't the second two? Four also have got. Two also there is, two the same verse. 118:13. Tulyama lavanapi, na swargam na punarbhavam, bhavad sangi sangasya matyanam kim utasi saha. The value of a moment's association with the devotee of the Lord cannot even be compared to the attainment of heavenly planets or liberation from matter. You understand? A moment's association. Why? Because the moment's association with the devotee, it simply wipes out all this contamination that is blocking us from seeing the Lord. Are you following that? I think in the fourth canto there is the same verse. 4? 4:13. 4:30. 34. See here the same verse, but the translation. For a moment's association of pure devotee cannot be compared to even be transferred to the heavenly planets or even merging into Brahman effulgence in complete depression. For living entities who are destined to give up the body and die, association with the pure devotee is the highest benediction. Are you following this point? Are you understanding? So, but we are all pushing for education. But what education you see here? My dear king, the entire world is covered with sharp points of kusagras, and on the strand of this you have become proud because you have killed various types of animals in sacrifices. Because of your foolishness, you do not know that devotional service is the only way one can please the Supreme Personality of God. You cannot understand this fact. Only your activities should be those that can please the Personality of God. Our education should be such that we can become elevated to Krishna consciousness. That should be our education. Understand? Our education is not for all this mundane stuff. What's the point? So to get that, you see it is explained here further. Sri Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the super soul and guide of all living entities who have accepted material bodies within this world. He is the supreme control of all material activities in material nature. He is our best friend. He is also our best friend. And everyone should take shelter at his lotus feet. In doing so, one's life will be auspicious. See that? Guru Maharaj's classic example. He took shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. And he got all auspiciousness. I want to highlight this important verse here. One who is engaged in devotional service has not the least fear in material existence. This is because the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the super soul and the friend of everyone. One who knows the secret is actually educated. And once thus educated, he can become the spiritual master of the world. You understand this? Actually educated. In other words, if you don't understand this, you are a fool. And if you understand this, then you are qualified to become the guru of the whole world. One who is actually a bona fide spiritual master, representative of Krishna, is non-different from Krishna. Try to understand this thing. This is education. Anything else you have not studied is simply wasting. Shramam. Shramam eva. That's why stress is there for the devotees. Why devotees are so important. You can see here. For the conditioned soul, the human body is most difficult to achieve. And it can be lost at any moment. But I think that even those who have achieved human life rarely gain the association of pure devotees who are dear to the Lord of the world. Understand this? Are you understanding? Huh? What? This is spoken by Narada Muni. Huh? See that? This is also quoted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, O completely sinless one, I ask you to kindly tell me what the supreme good is. After all, even half a moment association with pure devotees within this world of birth and death is a priceless treasure for any man. Huh? What's that? What's that? Understand? Are you following? Huh? Are you following? And this is the essence. You understand? This is why Dhruva Maharaj, the association is so, because he has captured the Lord. He has captured the Lord in his heart. A pure devotee. As many times we have shown you this verse. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is so kind to the conditioned soul that if they call upon Him by speaking His holy name, even unintentionally or unwillingly, the Lord is inclined to destroy innumerable sinful reactions in their hearts. Therefore, when a devotee who has taken shelter of the Lord's lotus feet chant the holy name of Krishna with genuine love, the Lord can never give up the heart of such a devotee. One who has thus bound the Supreme Lord within his heart with the ropes of love is to be known as Bhagavat Pradhana, the most exalted devotee of the Lord. Is that point? This is the objective, how to develop that attraction for God, how to capture Him in the heart. Only you can do it with the ropes of love. You cannot bind Him otherwise. You cannot bind Him with your mind. You cannot bind Him with your work. You cannot bind Him with all your other faculties. You can only bind Him with what? Love. And this can only be purchased from a pure devotee. Of course, you can't buy it. The price to purchase is you have to surrender. And you have to submissively inquire and you have to serve. These are the ways in which you can get the mercy. You understand this point? So pure devotees association is very essential. And a pure devotee is not somebody you rubber stamp or you elect him. No. His qualification is that he has what? Captured the Lord in the heart. Are you understanding this? Yeah? My dear King, Rahugana, unless one has the opportunity to smear his entire body with the dust of the lotus feet of great devotees, one cannot realize the absolute truth. One cannot realize the absolute truth simply by observing celibacy, brahmacharya, strictly following rules and regulations of household life, leaving home as vanaprastha, accepting sannyas, or undergoing severe penance in winter by keeping oneself submerged in water, or surrounding oneself in summer by fire and the scorching heat of the sun. There are many other processes to understand the absolute truth, but the absolute truth is only revealed to one who has attained the mercy of a great Buddha. You understand this? Huh? This is the process. There is no other process. Huh? And the qualification is also explained in the next verse. Who are the pure devotees mentioned here? In an assembly of pure devotees, there is no question of discussing material subjects like politics and sociology. Understand that? In an assembly of pure devotees, there is discussion only on the qualities, form, pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is praised and worshipped with full attention in the association of pure devotees by constantly hearing such topics. Respectfully, even person who want to merge into the existence of absolute truth abandon this idea and gradually become attached to the service of Vasudeva. You understand? That's why this verse then Atmaramaya cha munayo, this verse then comes in. Why the people who are, getting bleached in the Brahman are also attracted to the Lord. You know that word? Atmaramaya munayo. Because the Lord is so powerful. His qualities, his pastimes are so attractive. Where is that Atmaramaya munayo? What is that?
117.
No working. And the mouse is what is this? Something happened. Java over me. There's light now still. Maybe introduction. What is this? Which one will that be?
First connect this one.
This thing is something wrong. Do this.
This press F.
Sundar Goswami said all different varieties of Atmaramas, those who take pleasure in the Atma or self, spirit service, especially those established in the path of self-realization, though free from all kinds of material bondage. Though free from all kinds of material bondage, desire to render unalloyed devotional service unto the personality of Godhead. This means that the Lord possesses transcendental qualities and therefore can attract everyone, including the little soul. So you see, even a person who has got Brahman liking or whatever, but when the Lord comes, he attracts. Similarly, because the devotee is carrying the Lord in the heart, he also attracts everybody. That's why Turu Maharaj became very popular with everybody. There's another verse in that we sing, Dhira Dhira Jana Priya Priya Karo Nimatsara Pujitau. You know, what's the beginning line of that? So the gentles and the ruffians, they are also attracted to the Krishna Kirtana Ghanana Natabir. The first one, no? Huh? What is that? Krishna Kirtan. Yeah. Guru asked, Goswami asked the book. So the second line, Dhira Dhira Jana Priya Priya Karau Nimatsara Pujitau. So they are dear to the gentle and the ruffian. Why? Because they are devotees. Understand? So this is how we can become saintly. We can live a happy life where we don't have to get into a lot of headaches and problems with anybody. All we try to just take shelter of a pure devotee, and in this way, Adi Tutu. And this song, this is not the one. Very different. So, any questions? Huh? Adi what?
Mentioned briefly 4:24:45.
4?
24:45.
4:24:45.
This line.
4:24:45. 45, 46. Yeah. Dhira Dhira Jana Priyau. The Goswamis are equally dear to the Dhira devotees and the Adhira the demons. Lord Krishna is not very pleasing to the demons when he was present in Vrindavan. But the 6 Goswamis were pleasing to the demons when they were present in Vrindavan. That is the beauty of the Lord dealing with his devotees. Sometimes the Lord gives more credit to his devotees than he takes for himself. For instance, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Lord Krishna fought simply by giving direction. Yet it was Arjuna who took the credit for fighting. Nimitta matra bhava savyasachin. Oh, you, O Savyasachi, Arjuna, can be but an instrument in the fight. Everything was arranged by the Lord, but the credit of victory was given to Arjuna. Similarly, in Krishna consciousness movement, everything is happening according to the prediction of Lord Chaitanya, but the credit goes to Lord Chaitanya since he is servant So the Lord is described here as Sarva Saundarya Samgraham. Alright, so any questions on this verse? Comments?
Reading that Bhagavatam is past life. So you are meditating on the Lord. The Lord is appeared to you. But you know what? Not appeared to me. So why the Lord is appeared to you? Because of his lower
No, the Lord appeared to Narada. He spoke to him in sound.
Guru Maharaj is quite material desire, a lot of things. So why is that? Because of this lower.
No, the Lord did not fully manifest into Narada Muni so that he would intensify his devotion practice. Because the Lord sometimes do that, he does not come. So when Narada Muni heard this, he became more intensified in his search for the Lord. So much so that he then got personal association of the Lord. You see, in the next life, Narada Muni, he got to become Narada Muni, where he can travel anywhere, preach the Lord's name, and also go to the spiritual world and see the Lord anytime he likes. I mean, that facility. Guru Maharaj, on the other hand, he got the pole star, Yes, he still have to keep worshipping the Lord. But here Narada Muni got personal association. Yes? Yes or no? So there's difference, you see. You follow? So they both are devotees, not one is greater or one is less. But they all got the chance to be with the Lord, one way or other.
Even in separation, it is same as meeting.
Yes. So in fact, separation is more intensified. Vipralamba says. When a devotee is separated, he becomes more, intent. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. So that's the Lord. He does things to increase the love of the devotee. So in Narada Muni case, he just heard, this life you won't be able to see me anymore. You will only see me next life. Then he started practicing intensively. At least he got inspiration. Guru Maharaj, he saw the Lord and he also became upset. I came and I saw the Lord and I asked for some cheapskate stuff. Understand? He also became upset. You see? You understand? So we have to understand that once you come to the Lord, you only want Him forever. So how the Lord gives the benediction, that's the Lord's right. Not because that He did not give this to the Narada Muni, so he's lower grade and Guru Maharaj is higher grade. No, it's not like that. I don't think so, because they both were exalted. Because once, as Prabhupada said, they may come from different rivers, but when they merge into the ocean, they're all on the same. So spiritual life is like that. Either you are Raganuga Bhakta or you are Nitya Siddha or whatever. But once you come to the point of being associated with the Lord, then you are on the transcendental plane already. There is no more any distinction. The methodology was different. Guru Maharaj was quick in 6 months. The Lord gave him special benediction to. This is to give us some inspiration, Right? Suppose we all hear the story of Brahma and Prahlad Maharaj, as I was explaining. I don't think we get very encouraged to become a devotee. You have to be boiled and cooked and all that stuff. Or we have to sit under lotus, for millions of years. It's going to be tough. But here we hear, in 6 months, the young boy, he perfected. Encouraging, is it not? But that's also difficult to do. Who can live with water and dry leaves and all that? It will be rough. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to teach us even more easier. Just by chanting, seeing him, immediately one gets love for Krishna. So this is how the Lord encourages. the devotee. And how you know he is in love? How do you know the Lord, when you began, you think it is here? By chanting the holy name of the Supreme Lord, one comes to the stage of love of Godhead. Then the devotee is fixed in his vow as an eternal servant of the Lord, and he gradually becomes very much attached to a particular name, form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As his heart melts with ecstatic love, he cries very loudly, or he cries or shouts. Sometimes he sings and dances like a madman, for he is indifferent to public opinion. This is a symptom for one who is actually what? Captured the Lord. Huh? Yes, this is also explained by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in the purport of this verse in the CC, that a pure devotee sometimes don't exhibit this, doesn't mean he's not a pure devotee. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said that if anyone can strictly follow the 4 principles and chant 16 rounds, it's considered as in ecstatic love for Krishna. You follow this? There's not 1-2 days, every day, for some time. You follow? And actually, a pure devotee does not exhibit these symptoms. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, sometimes when he sees there are non-devotees around, he checks his ecstasy. He doesn't show it. But when there's a pure devotee around there, then he's crying and exhibiting his symptoms. You follow this? But the point is this, that if you chant, then these things will be visible in your body. That doesn't mean that you should try to find a mirror and try to chant in front and, see the drops coming. And it's not like that. It comes spontaneous. Right? Anything else? Nothing else? Right? Stop here then. Thank you very much.